Justin Barcia, it's SMX time. We know that in outdoors you were a little bit up and down with bike setup.
Yeah.
Setup is typically harder here,
Yeah.
so where are we at comfort-wise?
I think good.
But honestly, that wasn't very convincing.
You don't
Cut, take two.
You don't know till you know. No, honestly, second moto Budds Creek, the bike worked really good. Like I think we took a step the last couple of races, and the last moto at Budds, I felt really comfortable. Got a good start, rode well. Went to California, pretty much just upped my settings on that setup. So I think it's gonna be good.
I feel like you're one of those guys, or maybe not, I don't know, you tell me. I feel like you're one of those guys who's better when you're uncomfortable. Like whereas some guys are really sensitive.
I'm always uncomfortable, so yeah.
Exactly, like you're more like, hey, I'll just wring the shit out of it and see what I can do.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I concur with your conclusion, but
because as I said that, I was like, well, you moaned about bike setup a lot in outdoors.
Shut
so.
up, Lewis. Shut up, Lewis.
People are
gonna take the piss out of me.
Well, me more, but
me,
yeah.
you more me, you more me, you.
This is going great.
This is a great interview already. No, I think I'm excited. SMX, you know, last three, hurrah. SuperCross, Motocross, the track, I just looked at it. Big jumps, fast. So it's going to be tricky for bike setup, of course. But I'm optimistic.
Have you, well, you've just looked at the track. Is it any different to Charlotte in previous years? It looks a little busier, maybe?
Man, I wouldn't say it's any much different, really. It's pretty high speed, but then there's a couple tighter sections, but high speed. The back section's really fast looking outdoors. Yeah, there's a rhythm section and some really steep doubles. So that's one of the things tricky. You need hold up because the jumps are big, but then you also need that softer setting for the outdoor section. So we'll see as the day goes today. And yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. What forks are you on now? Because you were on air. They got taken away from you.
No,
but you couldn't try. You couldn't try the factory European spec.
I don't know. I think it's been tough with the air stuff and maybe just not having enough parts and stuff like that. So I went back to my Supercross spring fork, right. And then obviously outdoors, and I didn't have a lot of testing time and blah 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 blah. So I think the last race I felt really comfortable. We got a good setting. When Chase went out a few of those races, I got a little assistance from his suspension guy as well as my suspension guy, and they put their brains together, and I think we came up with something that worked well. So I'm really feel it should transfer over to SMX.
So that actually helps when you can be like the priority. You can actually see an immediate difference when you're the top dog.
Of course, oh yeah, must be nice.
Yeah. Well, should we go and take Chase out?
No.
No? Okay. That would have been fun. No?
No Chase. No taking Chase out.
Well.
We're teammates.
Okay, yeah.
Red, orange, white.
You all bleed the same.
We all bleed the same. But no, it was good though. It wasn't good that he was out, but it was good for me to get a little extra assistance on the suspension side because we were searching a lot. Those previous weeks we talked, and then it seemed like things started to click a little. So yeah, I'm excited to see where we're at today. Friday practice, and that's it. I'm just excited to see where we're at this week. So I went to California and then came back home, didn't ride much, and so this is kind of like fresh, ready to go. Yeah. Well, you hit me with something else. Just mumble on.
Oh, well, yeah, I kind of run out.
Run out?
Anything you want to discuss? Life good?
Yes. Kids are growing like weeds.
That's good to know.
Everyone's good. I'm getting excited. After Vegas, I take a LA to Manchester flight. Yeah, baby.
Manchester?
Manchester. It's close to my home, dude. It's only like an hour.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's only like an hour and change from my house, so yeah, I'm excited to go to the UK, ride my bicycle with my buddies, and but
Nando's?
Dude, that's so funny you said that. So I had Nando's at Bud's.
Oh, so did I. Oh, it was amazing.
It was amazing, but I'm gonna go straight to Nando's and see like the comparison.
See, now this is what the people want to know. I feel like the Bud's Nando's was identical. If you blind taste tested me, I don't think I can tell the difference.
So I will say, the year before I went, and they didn't run the ship good.
Yeah, I agree.
It was crap. Yep. But this year, I went to one that it was really good, and I feel like it was on par with UK. So I'm going to be the deciding factor in a few weeks, see if it's as good as Nando's UK.
What if we can get a Nando's deal?
That'd be so sick.
Maybe we should work on that.
I could be the Nando's guy.
Well, and me. I'm coming along too.
You can be the agent for the deal.
I
Just like when I go to British racing, you're going to be my agent for the British
don't really
racing.
want to be like a background guy.
You want to be a front guy?
I want to be, yeah, like standing next to you, know? Like,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's been fun.
Okay, anything else? No?
No, nothing to write home about yet. I don't got nothing inked for next year yet, so we're just still going on with that. And we're here at SMX to race and do the jumps.
It's honestly, you got to get your contract signed soon.
You would think so, right?
You just said I'm going to be your agent, so let me get ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Work on that.
You're doing a shit job.
I don't know. We can make our own contract. At this point, you may have a Nando's contract before any other one.
We just ride. What's that teal-looking bike that I see they've been testing? We'll ride that teal.
Cove.
Yeah, we're Nando's Cove.
Yes. Hey, every lock has a key. That can be yours.
Wow, that was every lock has a key.
Yep. All right.
I ended on that note.
Julien Beaumer, I'm genuinely surprised that you've made it here. So talk me through your program from Buds to now.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I got home from Buds. I flew home right after the race. I went straight to the airport, flew home Saturday night, chilled on Sunday, and then I got some therapy with Doc G on Monday. It was a long week of therapy, a long week of just trying to figure out what was going to happen. I've had a good weekend. The progress was really steady, and we were continuously making progress. So on Tuesday, I went back to the doctors, and they released me to ride that morning. So I went to the track, got some laps in. I rode a little bit again on Wednesday, and yeah, we made a decision that I think I'm good enough and ready enough to come race.
I know you had like quite high expectations for SMX. Can your expectations still be that high, or is it a little bit more touch and go?
The expectation for me stays the same, I think. I mean, I technically, like in reality, I had 1 week off the bike. A week that I wouldn't say for me matters much because in Supercross, I feel like I'm advanced and I don't really need much time to get used to it. So I wouldn't say the expectations changed at all because I'm confident in my ability and I'm excited to be here. And obviously, like this round's normal points, and then we go to a double triple. So this round's not going to be the winner of the championship. The next two will. So not too worried.
What was your what concussions did you have pre-Buds Creek? Because everyone's been talking about this, but I can't remember the exact timeline.
My high point. So my high point concussion, I got a concussion in that crash right in the mechanics area, that big one I had. I went to Florida that next day. Dude, I started training, everything. I raced Redbud, Southwick, like headaches, worst headaches in my life. And I was struggling in the motos, like I'd lose focus really easily. I just couldn't, like, I don't know, something was off. Yeah. And then I went back home, got some tests done. Concussion symptoms were still there. And even G, 3 weeks, the second week after Redbud, he looked at me and he's like, "You're still so out of it. Like, I don't understand how you've been racing."
Yeah.
And I mean, I tried to gut it out for as long as I could, but it got to a point where there was no point in me being out there. I was riding around in 15th and it was pointless.
But obviously there were none of those symptoms when you were riding this week. Like you felt pretty on it straight away.
Yeah. Even G, during therapy last week, he was like, "Yeah, you're in a lot different spot than you were before, and you're making progress a lot quicker." So we're happy with where we're at.
So plan is win or bust for SMX?
I mean, all out. All or nothing, baby.
Okay, Levi Kitchen, Pro Motocross obviously wasn't quite what you expected, but I feel like this should be A, a valuable reset, and B, a good chance to get back to your pre-Daytona speed, which was really quite something.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this. You know, normally at this time of the year, it's like we're all kind of over it a little bit, but I'm pretty motivated for these last three. Just, you know, want to get a good result. You know, obviously in all of them, but most importantly, last year I blew it in Vegas. So, yeah, I mean, I do look forward to these races. I think this type of track is kind of right up my alley with the Supercross and a little bit of both. So, there's gonna be a lot of good guys, but yeah, I don't know. I did a couple good weeks worth of work and testing and stuff, so I feel pretty good.
How happy are you to have this opportunity to like go again and right the wrongs from outdoors rather than going into a long off season with outdoors being your most recent memory?
Yeah, it's definitely nice, and I think it can be a huge boost of confidence. Just like honestly, my goal is just to go into the off season like more happy about something, you know. Kind of the same way, like even at Buds, it was decent to at least end it off on a decent result. So it's kind of what I'm looking to do with these things is just go out there and do my best, and then hopefully, yeah, go into the off season with I don't know, some confidence going into Supercross next year.
The inconsistencies from outdoors. Was there any specific problem that you fixed coming into SMX?
I mean, we did find Bud's Creek. The guys found a pretty good change with the bike, just to help with the power and kind of where the power is for starts. So that's really been my struggle this year, has been starts, and last year they were awesome. So yeah, I mean, this outdoor season, unfortunately, I didn't end up leading a single lap, and last year I led several. So yeah, that's my main focus right now, is get off the gate here and also bring that momentum going into Supercross next year. And yeah,
I feel like you should be better off on the start here anyway, just because it's not ripped as deep, bit harder dirt. Like, bigger guys like you, that's always going to serve you well.
Yeah, for sure. Like these, I feel like Supercross starts are a lot easier on somebody who's bigger, because it's really just the first 20 feet or so, and you can move over on guys. So outdoors is tough. You pretty much sink when you get out there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these.
Last thing, is SMX win or bust for you? Like, are you coming in here with the mindset of, if I don't win, I'm bummed, or is it a little more give and take?
I mean, yeah, honestly, the whole year's been that way, and like that's kind of just how I race now, because I do feel that I can. But I don't know. I mean, either way, I would say win or bust, or like top 3 would be nice, because like you still get, you know, over 100 grand. I can use that to go to Hawaii and stuff like that. So that's, I think if you ask anybody, that's the motivation for these SMX races. Like, I don't think the SMX thing is much of like a, you know, I want to win like, not that it's not a normal title, but it's a little bit weird, you know, but the money in it is great. So that's kind of the upside.
Yeah, like if you win this title, you'll be pumped because you won a title, but it still won't feel like you've won the title, I guess.
No, I'll be pumped at the 500K that I win, but I don't know, the SMX title is kind of like a weird one, you know. It's just so short, so it's like, it's tough, but I mean, I guess you still got to show up to win it.
Max Anstie, you're back at long last. It's way longer, way later than you initially planned. When you first got hurt, you were talking about how you could race Salt Lake if you needed to. I think there was even talk of you racing like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So why has it been so long? Why has it been so long, and what have you been up to the last couple of months? And also,
5 months.
For everyone who's watching, this is the second time I've asked you this question, because you mucked it up the first time and wanted to redo it.
No, well, yeah.
And I don't get paid double for this.
Yeah, well, no. So basically, broke my leg in Birmingham, and originally I thought the way it looked, like on the X-ray in the asterisks in the Alpine Stars rig, and the medics, they looked at it and they were like, "Oh, you're probably going to need surgery." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna have to go and figure that out." The team, you know, they've got you know, obviously experience with people getting injured. They spoke to all their doctors, spoke to the doctors in Colorado, all over the place, and everyone was telling me and telling the team, "You don't need surgery, you don't need surgery, you're going to be fine. That's a non-weight bearing bone, you don't even need that bone, you'll be good, you can ride in a couple of weeks if you want, just, you know, you'll be fine, just push through the pain." So I was like, okay. So we were like, all right, we're going to scrap the Supercross, because I wasn't in contention after that anyway. So I was like, all right, let's full focus on outdoors. I was trying to ride, trying to train, and I was like, man, that hurts a bit, but I mean, I don't want to be a little girl about this, so I need to just sort of crack on. Don't need this bone apparently. And then literally the week before Pala, I got X-rays, and then the same doctors turned around and went, "Nah, it's not healed, you need surgery." I was like, "You what?" So wasted 8 weeks. So away it goes. Wasted 8 weeks, and then had to have a complete reset. So got surgery. The surgery. So the reason they didn't want to do surgery is because the timeline to having surgery, the recovery is longer, because they got cut through muscle and all that sort of stuff. Originally, the bone shouldn't have taken that long to heal, but it wasn't really lined up. So again, I'm not a doctor, so it was a bit of a mess around, but you know, no fault of anyone's, just literally a bit unfortunate with the situation we were in. But at the end of the day, got surgery. 12 weeks on from the surgery, I felt good enough, like I was riding without pain. I was riding a bit before that, like I was riding turn track, I'd been riding for a little while, but not, hammering, not being able to push until probably the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks I've been feeling pretty good, and so we're back. It's taken a lot longer than what we thought with a little broken leg, but it's the way it goes, and looking forward to getting back racing.
Reckon you're 100% now then?
I don't know. There's a difference between practice track and racing. No, I wouldn't say I'm 100% because it's like I haven't been running yet. Like it's not. I can sort of jog, but I've not like been on a run. I've not raced, and I don't feel quite like my fitness level and where I was at a really high level during Supercross, and I don't feel like my numbers are quite there yet with everything, but it has been a long time, so that's just going to come with more racing and more time. But that being said, no excuses. I don't feel pain at the moment on the practice track. I feel good enough to be competitive, so that's the plan.
Yeah, so are you wanting to win this thing, or is that maybe a bit too soon?
Well, yeah, I want to win every race, but
well,
I've got to win the LCQ first.
Yeah, and I really believe in you. I reckon you can do that.
I've got to go through the LCQ, whether you win or you're not. I mean, there's still good guys in the LCQ. My teammate Daxton and Masterpool, and
they're taking. Honestly, if it was only taking 2, it would be a little bit of a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
You're fine now.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We've got to just do my thing, execute. It's been so long I've had off. It's been longer than any off season I've had. So kind of does feel a bit weird. I've got no idea where I'm at. Like even with bike setup and stuff, I feel like I'm in a better place than last year. But we'll see. Feel decent on the practice track, but yeah, obviously there's a difference between racing and practicing. So yeah, I feel like obviously I want to come here and perform and do well. This is the first one. We know the first one is not quite as important as the second and the third with the points doubling up.
And you'll be good next week as well because it's proper soupy.
Yeah, so we'll see. I should be good this weekend. Should be good tomorrow.
And today.
Yeah, exactly.
Free practice, you're going to be fucking killing it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So yeah, I'm excited to be back. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I just want to get everything rolling, get myself back in the swing of things, and see where we stack up. I know my starts are good, and we'll be all right.
Last thing, Team GB is in fucking turmoil once again.
I haven't heard anything.
It was meant to be announced last Thursday. Team was set, then things got thrown up in the air again. You were out of it early doors, so just explain to people why you don't want to do it.
So who?
It was going to be Conrad, Dylan Walsh, and Ben, and now there's
Dylan Walsh is going.
MX2.
He's on. No, he's in Australia race riding Supercross.
But the announcement last week was going to be those riders, but now Ben and Beta are figuring their stuff out, so no one knows. But you were out of the convo early doors.
Yeah.
So
as far as it goes for me, I was out early doors because I got the deal, the opportunity to do all of World Supercross, and for me, I want to focus on this and obviously SMX, and then full focus on my off season and my pre-season for next year, which is going to be World Supercross and then rolling straight into Supercross next year, where I want to go for a championship. That's the goal. So for me, it just didn't add up with the timeline of prep and all that stuff. Plus, that's my side. Plus, budgets. I know Mark would have done his best, but there's no secret that being on the team that I ride for, it's expensive to even get the bike to Ironman. It was expensive getting it to England, but it's still really expensive to get there.
I think it's the same price.
Yeah, ish. But it's just, and then with obviously having the Ben side of it with Beta trying to get their bikes from Australia to there, then Conrad obviously shipping bikes. It's not just like I can take up the whole budget, which obviously I did for Matterley in a weird way. It would have been really, really hard for Mark, and putting that stress on him, I mean, like I said, we were talking about it early on and I was keen, and then with things how they lined up, it just didn't make sense for it to be that much sort of a hassle on that side of things. And then also for me, knowing that my focus is on recovering and being good for Supercross, it kind of felt a bit unfair that I would take away from, the nation's prep or anything like that, and then my World Supercross stuff. So focus on Supercross and that's what it is for me right now.